Hey, what's going on, my fellow reefers? Fragbox TV, and we're going to start this new video series on building the most expensive Nano Reef. Okay, what's going on, fellow reefers? Tia today is shutting down the cheapest Nano Reef tank. So she's pulling out all the corals. This one's coming down. If you saw the other series, this was a fun little project in the store, setting up the least expensive Nano Reef tank. So I think all the hardware came out to like just over 200 bucks. Anyways, we're gonna shift our focus now. This is our fun new project. We're gonna do the most expensive Nano Reef tank. So we've decided to go with the JBJ 10 gallon. It's this all new, very sleek, very sexy looking cube Nano Reef. So what constitutes a Nano Reef? I think anything under, I don't know, I want to say 25 gallons. Is that about right?
I think some people even consider it 30 gallon.
Okay, let's say 25 to 30. When I started in the hobby 15 years ago, I had originally a 10 gallon. And I used to go into stores and I would lie to people because 15 years ago, no one would take you seriously. If you had a 10 gallon tank, that was a joke. A 50 gallon back then was considered a Nano Reef. So if you had, back in the day, 100 gallon was considered a normal tank size. That was even, 80, 100, that was kind of on the smaller end. This is about an 80 right here. But nobody kept 10, 15 gallons. We didn't even have frags back in the day. They were just called pieces. The word frag or fragment wasn't even around when I started. That kind of came later. But you didn't do nano tanks, and forget picos. Pico didn't even exist. There was no such thing. Now I think nano tank is the new norm. Most of the reefers that come here in the store have a nano tank. This over here, Fluval 13.5 gallon. This is probably the most popular tank that we sell here in the store. Half of our customers must have it. And it's very normal to keep tanks 5, 10, 15, 20 gallons. So this is the one we decided to go with. It's really nice. I think it's really nice. I'm a big fan of the stand. We'll see how it lives up long term. And we're going to do the opposite of that tank. So really expensive. We're going to go with the best of the best equipment. So I think for lights, we're going to do the Hydras. Really, when it comes to lighting in the reef aquarium hobby today, for good LED lighting, you really only got two choices, in my opinion. You're either going with the Radion or you're going with the AI. Okay, Kessel, not bad. Not my favorite light. People that use it seem to really like it. The customer feedback is really good on it. But other than those two, those are really your choices. That's your Lamborghini, that's your Ferrari. You want the best, you're going with either Radion or Hydra. And I'm gonna do the Hydra, I think, on this tank. We'll do some more videos about the hardware. This is just sort of like an introduction to the series. But I'm a really big fan of these lights here, and I really like the app, and they're super easy to hook up. And I can't say enough good things about AI. And it's funny because they're actually the same company as Ecotech. Just the app is different, and I find it's easier to connect, and then the pump is incredible. So we're going to probably throw this Nero 3 on there. So it worked nicely together with the app. The other choice, if you want to do really good lighting and pump, would be the Radion paired with the MP10. So,
but not on that tank.
But not on this tank. Yeah, you could. Like, this is a stupid amount of light. Even if you threw an AI Prime, which is their smaller entry-level light on this, that would already be overkill for something this small. Like, you could go with something smaller or just dial it down. This is a stupid light. Like, if you see, we're using the same light on our display tank. So over here on Matt's Reefer 170, we're using that same Hydra 32. That's a 35 gallon, growing a tremendous amount of hard coral and SPS. We're using two of them over here on this other display tank. This is about 80 gallons. I should really calculate how big this is, because every video the number changes. I say this is 70, this is 90. I'm not really sure. I think it's around 80. But we're using two here, and then on our Reefer 250, please disregard the dirty glass. And oh, there's my sidetrack for the video. My rock is looking much better than Tia's rock. Comment below. Yeah. Tia hasn't done shit, obvious. We can see that. But yeah, we're using the Radions here, and I had to reprogram them the other day. I think the lighting was a little bit too blue. I'm not crazy about the app. I figured out how to use it eventually. But I think AI has done a better job just in terms of being user-friendly. I'm not a fan of these Reef Waves. After spending a week with them, I can tell you that, so I'm not using those. But yeah, we'll kind of show you the hardware choices as we build it. We're going to set it up. We're going to add sand and rock and cycle it. We're going to transfer some of the rock from here and some of the water just to help kind of get the cycle going a little bit faster. So it's sort of like a transplant because we're a little bit impatient and everyone in the store is excited to get this thing up and running. We're going to show you the ATO that we're going to install. That's the best one right there, in case you were wondering. That's the Tunzi 3155. The best heater, which is this one here. Okay, wait, the idea behind the tank is the most expensive Nano Reef, right? What if something is like less expensive but better? Do we use them?
Exception.
We make an exception?
Yeah.
Okay.
For quality.
Okay, so
Yeah.
quality, but also we want this to be bougie. Like we want this. It's just a stupid build.
Well, that already is.
Yeah, this is already stupid equipment. Like the equipment is gonna be way more expensive than the cost of the tank. Like the light alone is, I think, more expensive than the stand and the tank here. But yeah, I'm not using the purple rock. March is gonna get.
Throw anything of Reef here in it, like.
Yeah, we're gonna make the best filtration possible, but I think I get to redeem myself for my shitty rock job over there on the 250. I get one more shot. You know,
That's fair.
It has to be sick as fuck.
YouTubers, what do you think? Can I get one more shot? Because you shat all over me for my rock, which was horrible. Okay, I'm not going to try and defend it.
Minimal. It's gotta be
Minimal,
there's not a lot
yeah.
of room
No
to work
two
with.
islands. Something cool.
Just in the middle.
Something with some shape. One island. Yeah, something different. But I think that's it for today's video. If you guys got any questions about this JBJ, which we now stock here in the store, or hydras, or anything related to reefing, this is what we do. We love talking about this stuff. This stupid Monty doesn't grow. I don't
No, it's turning red. Look how nice it is.
but it's curling. He's going the other way. I don't.
It was really dark a few weeks ago.
See how
I
he's-
think you're gonna see some growth in a few weeks.
He is growing, but he's growing dumb. He's growing like,
Downwards.
look how he's curling
He's
and
curling downwards.
That's my second sidetrack of the day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll leave our contact info at the end of this video. Hit us up. This is Fragbox TV.